Today, I want to talk about a controversial subject, one of the most extraordinary events of the 20th century, the arrival of man to the moon. On July 16, 1969, these unforgettable words were spoken. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Some people say it never happened. In fact, as many of the 20% of Americans believe it was a hoax. Well, did NASA cut corners for allegedly be the first to go to the moon? Let's put that time in context. We are talking about a time when American and Soviets were locked in a struggle for world domination, because the people assume that the nation that won the space race will win the Cold War, where Russia had taken the lead with the Sputnik launch in the orbit of the Earth more than a decade ago. The fear of the Americans was the military potential of the Russian rockets. Meanwhile, in USA, hundreds of people openly demonstrated against Vietnam War, a huge problem for Richard Nixon's government. And talking about history, the Americans secretly moved Nazi scientists to territory where Werner von Braun was the leading figure in the development of rocket technology during the World War II for Germany. Neil Armstrong, supposedly the first man on the moon, almost get killed during the training with the lunar lander because there were lots of technical issues in order to succeed. Talking about difficulties, have you heard about the Van Allen belt? It's a zone with deadly radiation in deep space, so the astronauts couldn't have passing through without heavy armor. Uh, well, the President Nixon had recorded the failure speech announcing the death of the three astronauts before of the launch, of course. And there was no way to justify all the money spent on the program, the Apollo program, and its failure would have serious political repercussions. It happened. Stanley Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey was being filmed at that time, with pioneering effects related to spaceflight, with scientific accuracy. This turned Kubrick the ideal candidate to go to for some visual help, if you know what I'm talking about. So the images shown to the world could be just a recreation in a film studio, or maybe filmed at the Area 51. This could be the reason to be so heavily restricted, right? At this point, maybe it's appropriate to mention that several of those who participated in the making of the film were eliminated sometime later, maybe by the CIA, maybe in accidents. NASA knew that the temperature on the surface of the moon could lead to technical problems with the film and the photographs, meaning that they have to do something to show off the arrival, or maybe anticipating that everything exploded during their return. And by the way, the existence of a documentary for French TV with Kissinger and Rumsfeld mentioning this topic could be the proof that support this theory, or just a cynical boast. Of course, everyone is free to have his own theory, but some questions prevail, like why they never returned, or did they get bored to going to the moon? What are your thoughts?